Alright, I was just gonna try and let this go. I was gonna be quiet and leave it alone. I was gonna keep it to myself, but this has pissed me off. So I'm on YouTube stroking my ego, and to defend David Letterman, I will make a YouTube video. It will be great. Let's start off with the 4 points about these jokes. Is there a joke about raping? I don't think so. Since when does knocked up equate to statutory rape? How is that even close? This is kind of pathetic, really, that this comparison, that I even need to point out that this is a comparison. I don't say knocked up meaning rape. I don't know anyone who does, and I've never seen the comparison until right now. You know what this is? You've got to make David Letterman a bad guy so that you could be the good guy. You've got to villainize Dave so that you can avenge while you're playing the victim. And Fox is right there behind them to fan the flames, telling all the sheeples who think that Fox is fair and non-biased that this is really the way it went down. And he talked about statutory rape of the Palin girl, which is, well, you've just seen it. There's nothing there about it. And if you're one of those people who watches and believe Fox, yes, that's a dig at you, and no, I'm not sorry about it. Point 2. Aimed at a 14-year-old disgusting? Yeah, I think so. That's why when I saw this joke, I assumed it was about the older daughter. I assumed this joke was written for a studio audience and a home audience that knows a little about the Palin family and knows about their knocked-up 18-year-old single mother who is a fan of abstinence-only sex education. And I'll tell you what, I laughed at that joke. Maybe Dave can stand on stage and get a 30-year career with jokes like, "Why did the chicken cross the road? Because we built it." I really doubt it. If you don't have... there's a formula for what makes shit funny, all right? It doesn't just come out of thin air. Jokes usually insult someone, like David Letterman said. Cheap jokes that we've been making for 30 years. Point 3. Acceptance, this is straight from the point. Acceptance of inappropriate sexual comments about an underage girl contributes to the atrociously high rates of sexual exploitation of minors by older men who use and abuse others. And I think Dave had the best response to this himself when he said, plain and simple, I didn't do that. And he didn't. The only people who thought this were the Palins and the people that the Palins told to think that, including Fox News. All of these fanatical supporters and the propaganda machine that fuels them, that is whatever it is they believe, that stand outside. I actually saw an unidentified woman say something to the effect of, David Letterman is a rapist. He will use his words to rape your children. Go home and watch your children. I don't know how the fuck you get that from this. These people can't possibly be thinking themselves. The 4th point was actually the dig at Sarah Palin. Bought makeup at Bloomingdale's to update her slutty flight attendant looks. Look, if you don't want this treatment, you have to stop using suggestive body language during your fucking campaigns. God damn it, you dumb bitch. If you think I'm being sexist here, look at Hillary Clinton during the running of the primaries and look at Sarah Palin as she ran for vice president. Look at the differences in behavior and body language. I refuse to honor the double fucking standard on this. Palin gets to be attractive. So did Kennedy. And you get to be the butt of jokes for that. And the final bit here, can we please just get this dumb bitch off the news? You know who this hurts the most is the people who are quiet and accepting to the pandering of this dumb bitch. People who are too fucking accepting. I'm sorry we hurt your feelings. Did we step on your toes? We apologize. You're outraged? Oh, we can't tell you how sorry we are. So easily offended. My apology would be to simply tell the Palins to toughen the fuck up. I'd have had more respect for Dave if he'd have done that. I mean, granted he can't because of the politics of the situation. I would have loved it if he'd have come on and said, this is an explanation of a joke, not an apology for it. If you're too fucking stupid to understand that what I did was funny, then you're not smart enough or deserving enough to get an apology from me. The sad thing is, as Dave pointed out, when he says, this could be my last show, these people have power. The power to be offended in large numbers and be loud about it has somehow in our society become power. Look at the fucking Muslims. So I have to ask, kind of like was asked on the Letterman show, where are all the Rodriguez and Spitzer supporters who are outraged by this? Why isn't the Yankees franchise threatened to boycott David Letterman and the entire MLB tried to sue him? Why isn't Spencer trying to sue the Late Show? Spitzer. But you don't see any of that happening. You just see the propaganda machine and the Palins pissed off, and the people of Palin say to be pissed off, and me pissed off at the Palins about being pissed off. This concludes my little rant. Have a good one. Happy Splody. Out.